welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter and keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be hitting their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against
turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Arizona State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pratt. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Looking to throw again. Fires quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's on the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. Maybe a crease. Got enough for the first. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Slithers into space. There he goes! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. This time he wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. He's got it right down the field. Touchdown, ASU! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute, nice. on the scoreboard.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Right back to it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a fourth. Makes the grab in their space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Escapes the... And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's cracked. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And wings it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Back to pass, it's Wolf. Got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're...
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the extra point is good. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Under fire. On the move at the 30. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the second quarter? So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the catch, and he's free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to...
It's a seam wide open. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Hauls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Past the 40. Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He makes the grab.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own. He's going to fire deep. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. The Sun Devils will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He gets away. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The sure hands, it's Pratt. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 5 team, the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Scarlet Knights, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Tempe. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Sun Devils head coach told me something crucial. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's easy pitch and catch. You got to catch that. Those are routes that you throw all the time, and you expect your receiver. You know, those same hitch routes, you sell it deep real quick, sit down. I need that to be a positive 8 yards or 10 yards, an easy play I can go to. My receiver has to make that catch for this offense.
He's got him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And quite simply put, You don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The quick out. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown ASU! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. It's complete to the right. There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short the line to gain.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Wolf. Complete on the shuffle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Goodness gracious. This is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. And wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got him, and nobody's close. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And the route is on. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it. And when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on Ohio State's sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and
Makes the grab and room to run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Wolf. Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown ASU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Well, it's It's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Snagged in the middle, it's Nicholson. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with the back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Across the 35. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down,
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wolf. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snags it, and there's running room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Pratt. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
And man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Here's the handoff. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.